Hello all, welcome to this lesson on adding and subtracting fractions with different denominators. Right, so there's three examples to have a look at. So perhaps pause the video, write down example one, and then come back when you're ready for me to go over the answer, okay? Okay, welcome back. Now, we should know when you want to add together two fractions, the denominators have to be the same. Remember, the denominator here is 2, denominator there is 7, and so they have to be the same number. And unlike in previous lessons, there's no way you can turn this 2 into 7 because 2 doesn't go into 7, is it? All right, 7 is not in the 2 times table. So for this sort of example, you need to change both denominators. So I'm trying to think now. Think about your 2 times table and your 7 times table. Try and think of a number that 2 and 7 both go into. A number in the 2 times table and the 7 times table. Normally I start with the biggest times table and think. Right, so 1 times 7 is 7. Does 2 go into 7? No. The next one in the 7 times table is 14. Does 2 go into 14? Yes, it does. All right, so I can make both of these now into 14. That's my first step, finding a common denominator. And look at the 2 now here and think, what have you multiplied 2 by to make 14? Well, 2 times 7 is 14. And remember from previous lessons, if you multiply the bottom by 7, you have to times the top by 7 as well. 1 times 7 is 7. This next fraction, I've turned the 7 into 14. Well, 7 times 2 is 14. So 3 times 2 is 6. And now you've got a common denominator. So you should know from previous lessons, if you've got a common denominator, you literally add the two numerators together. 7 adds 6 is 13. So your answer is 13/14. That's example 1. Example 2, again, perhaps pause it here, have a go, and then come back when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. So again, you can see, unfortunately, that you can't turn 3 into 10 by multiplying. If you count in threes, you won't make 10. So again, I've got to change both denominators. And again, let's think about our 3 times table and our 10 times table. Well, the biggest times table, start with a 10. 1 times 10 is 10. Does 3 go into 10? Nope. 2 10s are 20. Does 3 go into 20? Nope. Now, 3 10s are 30. And 3 does go into 30. So I'll pick 30 for my common denominator. Right, now, this left-hand fraction, how many 3s are in 30? Well, 3 times 10 is 30. And so 2 times 10 is 20. And the right-hand fraction, how many 10s are in 30? Well, 10 times 3 is 30. And 9 times 3 is 27. And now you can just add together the numerators because you've got a common denominator. And 20 add 27 is 47. Now, obviously, this fraction here is top-heavy. So you could write that as a mixed number as a bonus. So you might know from previous lessons that this would be 1 and 17/30. But for today, if you can't do this extra step, this first step here is fine. All right? Because it's quite a difficult topic, this. Okay, example 3. Pause it, have a go, and come back when you're ready. Okay, welcome back again. Again, you'll see there's no way that you can turn 6 into 9. All right? 9 is not on the 6 times table. No problem, no. Think about your 9 times table and your 6 times table. Well, 1 times 9 is 9. Does 6 go into 9? No, we said that already. 2 9s are 18. Does 6 go into 18? Yep, it does. So I'm going to pick 18 for my common denominator. And again now, the left-hand fraction, how many 9s are in 18? 9 times 2 is 18. So 5 times 2 is 10. And this right-hand fraction, how many 6s are in 18? Well, 3. And 1 times 3 is 3. So I've got my common denominator. And obviously this time, because I'm subtracting, you'll subtract the numerators. And 10 take away 3 is 7. So this is 7/18. So that's the trick, okay? Find the common denominator and then change the fractions as required, and then you're home free. But you must have a common denominator first. It's all about your times tables. Okay, so here's the main task. Oh, hang on, let me get rid of the background for you. Okay, so here's the main task. Perhaps pause the video here and then have a go at all these, and then come back when you're ready. The answers will be on the next slide. Okay, welcome back. So here's the answers to the main task. They're all here. And again, sorry, I must have forgot to give a background. 2 seconds. There you go. All right. So the background now is gone. So there's all the answers now, okay, for the main task. Some of these will simplify, all right? Or you could have made the mixed numbers, but I haven't done that here. I've just written down the basic answers, all right? So just make sure you mark what you've done. And then once that's done, we'll come back together for the checking question. Okay, there was also a challenge as well, all right? If you do this by yourself independently, the answer will be on the next slide. And here's the checking question now, okay? So pause the video, we'll have a go, and then come back when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. You notice the question was asking you to work out the perimeter, okay, of this special triangle. Remember the perimeter, to find the perimeter of any shape, you have to add up all the sides. It's the distance around the outside of the shape, which you get by adding up all the sides. And it did say this triangle is an isosceles triangle. And what that means is these two sides would see these marks on them, these little lines, they're called hash marks. And they mean that these two sides are the same length. Okay. So to find the perimeter of this triangle, you have to do 6/7 plus 6/7 plus 3/10. See, because there's two sides that are 6/7 long and one side is 3/10 long. And again, you need a common denominator. I won't show the times tables this time because hopefully we know by now that to make a common denominator here, the smallest number in the 7 times table and the 10 times table is 70. So I'm going to make them all into 70. Again, 7 times 10 is 70. So 6 times 10 is 60. And obviously this middle fraction will be exactly the same. All right. I'll put a times 10 on there, but we know it's the same as the left-hand one, don't we? And then this one here, 10 times 7 is 70. And 3 times 7 is 21. So you've got your common denominator. So it's going to be over 70. And then 60, add 60 is 120. And 21 more, that is 141, I believe. And this time round, I will make it a mixed number. It would be 2 and 1/70th. And the units of the answer would be centimeters because you're adding up all the sides. So the overall answer would be in centimeters. Okay. So that's that for this topic. Thanks for listening and watching. Stay safe. And I'll see you soon. And apologies for some of the backgrounds in the videos. I haven't made this a video for a long, long time. So I'm a bit rusty. So thanks, everyone. Take care. Ta-ra.